afternoon. I hope you all had a great start into autumn and are fit and healthy. And yeah, it's this month's product update. It's on the second Thursday of the month. Yeah, it's an exception because last week was the Hug in Berlin. Some of you might have heard that we have different Hug on tours in whole Europe. And last week it was on the Personio product update, so we switched to date. In order to keep up to date, I can just recommend to sign up to the event newsletter. To the customer event newsletter. We will also have it as a QR code in the end and provide it in the mailing afterwards so that you can all sign up who hasn't already. Yeah, my name is Lena. I'm a community manager and I will provide you the updates of the product updates of September together with my colleague Larissa. She will collect the questions that you post in the Q&A chat and we'll ask the questions live so that we also answer all your questions to the topics discussed today. Then I'd say let's have a look at the agenda, and we have a few topics that some of them are rather small, others are just updates. But like sometimes it's good to know, okay, what's changing in the settings because not everyone is looking at them that often. So in the HRM part, we have an update on the trainings. There we have the possibility now to for self-enrollment that employees can sign up for trainings themselves. And then we also have an update in the access management because it's now possible to copy filters. And also on the compensation times for one-time compensations, it's easier to manage them now. In the custom reports, there's also a redesign and a little bit different structure. And I also want to introduce you to the custom and to the Personio success plans, where there is a service update on the different service levels that you can get in order to get support with the product. Yeah, and on the integration side, we have 4 integrations with us today. One is Byte, the second one is Law Pilots, then Learning Bank and Learn-Upon. On the third pillar that we have, it's fairly new. It's the people workflow automation. There I'll bring you an update to Personio conversations regarding the deletion of teams and new languages. And I also have an update on the custom workflow builder because the beta test is starting soon. And you can register and sign up for it if you want to. Okay, then let's start with the self-registrations of trainings. Now it's possible to allow employees to self-register and it's possible for employees to have a choice of trainings where there is a certain number of participants in a course catalog. And you can set that up and then they can book themselves the trainings that they like, and also know what kind of trainings are even available in the company. If you are very transparent, we're having a look at the setup of it now. I have different tabs open here. Let's have a look at the Personio account and how it looks from an admin perspective. It would be the same perspective as for someone with edit rights for the training part here for performance and development trainings. Here we have different trainings in the course catalog. For example, when we have a look at the business German course, we have 2 sessions that I've set up as an example where it's possible to sign up. Like this button appears when it's possible. And let's add a new session to it. So let's say beginner course session 3. And then we set the date for it, and it is, for example, in November. Then it is starting at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So then we create a new session. We don't edit that now. And what's new here is now that you can enter also capacity. And I would also recommend that. And it is possible to change the capacity afterwards, but it is not possible to go over the capacity. So if it's set up, it's not possible to add more employees to the course. So you can change that in afterwards, but as said, you cannot go over the amount of people that is set up here. That's also very important. For example, when you allow employees to sign up themselves, here on the top right corner, you can switch that on. As soon as it's switched on, you can see in the training course overview that this session is also to be signed up. When we have a look at employee, for example, Lena, and we log in as Lena and have a look how the training catalog looks from her perspective. Okay, then we go to performance training and then course catalog. Here she can only see the ones that are available to self-register. You've seen earlier there was a whole list of different courses and also sessions, and here she can just see the courses and sessions where she's also able to sign up. For example, when she's signing up here now, then she can confirm the sign up, and then she's also automatically a participant in the list of the course, and the people who have the edit rights for the courses and admins, they can see whoever is on the list has registered, which status they have, and yeah, they're signed up for the course. They can also, let's sign up for 2 courses, and I can also see show you how it looks like when they are on the plan course. Here you can see the sessions. For example, if they like have something coming up, they can still cancel the session here. And then it's also possible that this place is available for someone else in the company. So it's always possible to cancel it. Also good, of course, to keep track whoever is taking part in which session. Yeah, depending on the courses, it's good to have some guidelines and tell the participants in the beginning of the meeting if you want them like to free up the places so that they're aware. Very important note, just in the calendar note to say, no, I'm not coming, then it doesn't change anything here. So it really has to be in Personio that someone is canceling the attendance. Yeah. And also when someone took, I'm not sure if Lena she took place in a previous training, so she can also see it here in the training history. So also the employees have a perfect overview on the sessions that they already took place, that they have booked in the future, and they are available. So they can manage their trainings themselves as far as it's possible. All right. So that was a quick overview. I know that for some, it was like this functionality that employees can book trainings for themselves. That was a necessity that the package previously didn't offer and now is available. There is a poll showing up now, and you can say if you're interested in the package now and want to get further information. I know that's quite a while that this package was promoted a lot. You can tell here if you want to be contacted easily, and then we will let your growth manager know that they should get in touch with you or not. All right, but I will continue with the next functionality, and then there is a round of questions. Yeah, the next one is a pretty short one. It's about the access management, because it's now possible to copy the different filters, the special filters. I will show you quickly also in the account. You can see here in a screenshot that you can copy from existing ones that you have chosen already. And yeah, let's have a look how that looks like. We go into our test account under settings, employee roles. And then I show you this on the example with employees in Italy. This is a use case that many companies use when they don't want people from one office to see the other employees as another office, or when there is a sub company and you don't want the employees to see all the data from the other sub company. Same with reports. So you can distinguish here now much easier. Before it was possible the same way, but it was yeah, quite like a bit more complex to set it up. And now when we go on employees access rights, for example, I have here with personal data, I can do like the custom view, but also here with the reporting, I have set that up here already. You can see, for example, when I click on it, that I want that they can only see the headcount for their own office. So here is office equals owned. You could also choose a specific one, but I want to have it owned so that it's generic, so that it's always when the attribute is shown in my employee information, and in the other ones that it's shown there. All right, so that's how it's been set up. And for example, when we are going on new hires, then we could also say, okay, copy from existing ones, and then it's suggesting here headcount, because there I have set up a special filter. If I had set up more special filters in, for example, personal data, salary information, etc., that would be suggested too, and also with a little headline that you know where it's coming from. So yeah, this is quite easy, and also avoiding mistakes, yeah, that people, yeah, or admins might do otherwise. So yeah, that's it's supposed to make your life easier, particularly yeah, less error prone. All right, Larissa, then this two new functionalities, that's it so far. Were there any questions to it?
Thanks for asking, Lena. So we have actually two questions from Susanna. She's asking, how do you export the sessions to the participants' Outlook calendar?
So for example, when you invite someone, then they get an email, and then they can say, yeah, for example, when you invite them, then they also have to tell you, okay, yes, they attend, and then it's automatically via iCall in their calendars. I hope that is answering the question.
Perfect. Thank you. And another question also from Susanna, and how do you include the links to the online sessions?
If it's an online session, then you can put it in the description, for example. I actually haven't tested if they made it now possible that it's also a link. It might be that it's not a link yet, then they have to copy it and enter it. Because the description would also appear in the calendar invite, so they would see it there too. Yeah, I hope that is helping. Otherwise, if you have questions or feedback, particularly to the performance and training area, you're also welcome to post and exchange with other customers who are using it in the community group. There's a specific group, and for it, we can also yeah, link it in our recap post, a recap email, and then you can join there and exchange with others, and yeah, also get their experiences, how they manage it with online trainings.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Lena. That's it for the moment.
Okay, then let's have a look at the one-time compensation. It is now possible to manage a one-time compensations a bit quicker, or yeah, a bit more also. Yeah, here you can see that the one-time compensations, for example, one side is that they're entered here, and now we have a total sum of the same type of one-time compensations. And one more thing is something in the settings. It's now also possible to change the naming of a one-time compensation or delete them. And I will show you how you can yeah, manage the one-time compensations. So when we are back in our settings, and then we are at the payroll additional compensation tab. And yeah, here we have the possibility to create a new type, for example, Christmas on top bonus 2022. Then we say, okay, it's a one-time payment, and we can confirm. And yeah, then it's possible to here, as with the recurring compensations, type in a new name or delete it also. It is now possible to delete it, but please be careful. It is okay to delete, for example, if you have created them as a test in the beginning and didn't know that you cannot delete them anymore, then it's totally fine. But please, yeah, take in consideration that when you delete a one-time compensation here, that it's also deleted in the employee profile in the history, and that it is not in Personio anymore. So also, for example, if it's in a current payroll cycle, then this information would be deleted out of the employee profile, and then the employee doesn't get paid this one-time bonus in this round if it's like in the current month. Yeah, I mean, everything that is closed has been like paid anyways, but you lose the history of it. So please be aware of it. It's very important to mention here. All right, then let's have a look at the second smaller update is about the custom reports redesign. Yeah, there we have a little bit more user-friendly overview. It's now possible to also enter dates. I know that it was a wished functionality in our community. Now the date picker, you don't have to click like 10 times when you want to go to the next year. You can just enter the dates and it's taking it. And you can also switch first and last name via the dots here. It's movable, so you can also have the first or last name in a column at the end of the report if you have some other more important information for the front. All right, that's it to those two parts. Larissa, do we have any questions?
Thanks for asking, but not at the moment.
Okay, thanks. Then one last HRM update. It's not like specifically about the product, but how you get serviced with the product. There is an update on the support that you can get on the success plans that were newly created, and an additional service that has come with it. So right now it is possible, everyone has the success plan core, and now there is a new plan that is the advanced plan, and soon there's also a premier plan coming. With those success plans, we want to offer you and give you the opportunity to choose the service that suits your company and your organization's needs best. The core, as said, is what you basically have already right now. So you can open a ticket via find answers, get support via the community, can use the different channels and to get product updates, etc. Everything is staying the same. That's what we have right now. But additionally, from now on, it's also possible to, with the advanced package, to have 5 additional account owners, and also have an additional test account. For example, if you have IT that is testing something with the API, or if you as HR department sometimes want to try out things first before you roll them out to all your employees, then it's sometimes good to have a test account. Also a guaranteed response time of 8 hours is going with the advanced package, and other discounts on other services. For example, if you need to split or merge accounts, or if you need a training because you have someone onboarded new who's responsible for Personio, all these kind of things. And Premier support, as last to mention, it is an additional support, like similar to the customer success like plans that we have, but it's a tiny bit smaller. But it also means that you have a personal customer success manager who is available for you. You have a guaranteed response time of 2 hours, which is amazing. And you also have extended accessibility of the team for from the morning on and also later until the evening. You have a multiple account holders for the Premier support, and also multiple test accounts, as many as you need. And so this is basically the different service packages that you can book. In case you're interested, there should be a poll also coming up. You can just tick that you're interested or not, and then your growth manager knows that, or we will inform them, and they will get in touch if that is something for you. All right. Then I'll leave the poll open. And Larissa, did a question come in? I see that there is also something showing up in the Q&A chat.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. So a question is, will there be any improvements in custom reporting for data, such as one-time compensation, to be included in reports that are historically or over a period instead of only a point in time?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is planned to include all the payment data that is at the moment, it's only possible to get all the payment data via the export functionality. Some information can also be with the point in time or with the customer report. And next year, it's planned that all the payment information can be pulled via the custom reports. So it's on the roadmap for next year. I think it's also planned for the first half of the year, because our product team is always planning the roadmap in like in H1 and H2, and it's, as far as I know, in the first half of the year. Yeah, but we will update you here in the product update, and also in the community in the product update section. There we always also highlight the updates.
Sounds good, thank you.
Great. All right, then if we do not have any other questions, I'll jump onto the integrations. There we have 4 with us today. I'll just quickly introduce you to them. Byte is a recruitment management and applicant management system. It's like helps you to automate a lot. For example, it has a recruiting chatbot that answers all kind of questions that come up. And also, for example, there is a job alert where job seekers can get like the latest job offers via push. And also there is an innovative function for creating and optimizing the wording of job advertisements, so the title, so that it's optimal for you. And yeah, that's it to Byte. Regarding Law Pilots, it's actually quite cool because it's an e-learning provider for innovative online training in the areas data protection, compliance, occupational health, safety, and information security. It's quite entertaining, but also legally compliant. It has also legally compliant recruiting as evidence for authorities, audits, or different certifications. You can adapt the content there and also adjust it to your design. And it has a strong, it's internationally strong represented throughout different languages and also with different country versions. So that's quite cool, especially for international companies. Then Learning Bank is a training and onboarding tool. And Learn Upon is a learning management system that creates customized exercises for your learners. And for example, it's quite cool because it automates course enrollment, for example, with emails that you have like a course, like you get an email when there is someone in a specific role and there has been a course enrolled in the system, and then you can automatically set it up that this person in the role is being informed. I also sometimes get notifications from our learning team that trainings for me, for example, are available. I think it's quite cool and useful. That's it to the integrations. Larissa, do we have any questions to them?
No questions.
All right, perfect. Then let's have a look at the Personio Conversations update in People Workflow Automation. And Personio Conversations, we have announced and introduced it in detail last month. There we had Valentin as guest. He's a product expert and introduced you together with me to Personio Conversations, what it can do. You're welcome to watch the video and rewatch it from the recap post. Larissa, if you would be so kind to post the link in the chat, that would be amazing. And then you can open it and watch it whenever you want. We can also include it in the recap post. It's quite good to have it as a basis to know, okay, what Personio Conversations can do. There's a small update. Last time it was not possible to delete teams yet. Now it's possible. And also with the languages, there are all the different Personio languages now available. So German, English, Italian, French, Spanish, and Dutch. And I quickly show you in Personio Conversations how it actually works to delete a team. When we are here in the settings, then we go to teams. And for example, here I can show you that we have already one team that has been archived. We can also unarchive this team again, and then this will like show up again, everything the status is everything, and we can also archive a team. Okay, then it's showing here underneath. So nothing gets lost, but it's for the time being, it's not available for the team, the tasks on it. All right. And yeah, continue with the last topic. Soon there will be the custom workflow builder. And with the custom workflow builder, you should be able to create individual workflows. So this means, for example, if someone is sick or like have a different process with documents, etc., then you should it is planned that you should be able to say, okay, I want to have a notification, a to-do for this and that person, and then you set up the process as you wish, and you have different statuses or things to do or that are being done, that someone's just alerted, or that someone has a to-do, or someone needs to give an approval, and you can build that completely individually. And in order to develop that as user-friendly and as much as you need, we are starting, or our product team is starting a beta test that is starting soon. And the beta test is planned to be until January 2023. You're welcome to sign up here with the QR code. And I think, Larissa already has posted the link to the beta test already here in the chat. We have shared that already at the Hug too, when the custom workflow builder was also like introduced. There will also follow a few more details on the user group meeting at the end of this month around the custom workflow builder. And of course, in a beta test, the feedback is required. So if you want to share and develop the tool together with Personio, with our product team, you're welcome to participate. Feedback will be asked via in-app messages, but also via email. So you're welcome to sign up if you're interested. I have seen that there was a question coming in, Larissa.
Exactly, that's how it is. So Tabata Chili is asking if you can use it for onboarding as well.
So at the beginning, there will be a limited edition of it, but yes, of course, at the end, or like when it's further developed, it is planned to have like multiple workflows within your organization that are being used. I'm not sure how involved or connected it is with our current onboarding, but it should definitely be able to like have reminders to do's at a certain time, etc., and give much more flexibility than we currently have. For example, now with the reminder functionality and task management also will be like a much bigger thing.
Okay, thank you, Lena. I think I understood the question a little bit different than you, because I think the question was if you can use it for onboarding processes, not for our process.
I'm not aware how exactly this will develop, but the workflow builder is a separate tool, so it's not like directly in the onboarding process. It will be above. It might be that it's connected at some point, but in the beginning, in the first iteration, it is quite basic. So no combination with onboarding in the first iteration, I believe.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. And there's another question, if this will be a standard feature or an add-on.
I'm not sure. I think they haven't decided yet how it will be in the package. So that will be decided when it's like regularly on the market. During the beta test, they probably try out and see how quickly also they can further develop it and how much value it adds. As far as I know, no decision has been taken so far.
Okay, super interesting. Thank you so much, Lena. That's it for the moment.
Yeah, thanks also for the good question. It's great. We're talking about feedback, and we're also setting up the Personio product update for the next year and thinking about different like processes and formats and what we can improve. You're welcome to give us feedback, what we are doing well already, what you want us to keep, and also if you have some inspiration or things that you think you could improve or that you wish for. You're welcome to post it in there too. We're always seeking to improve. And with that, I say thanks always for participating, and have a look how we continue. For those of you who said in the beginning, please give me more information where I can sign up for the events calendar. Here is the QR code. I'm not sure, Larissa, if you could also post it in the chat. Otherwise, we can also add it in a recap mailing. And the next Personio product update will be, as usual, on the 3rd of November, so the first Thursday of the month. And the next online user group meeting will be on the 27th of October, an afternoon edition, where you will get to know a bit more about the workflow, custom workflow builder, for example, and of course, many other nice topics. All right, then with that, I hope you all have a lovely afternoon, and maybe some sun is coming out on your place. Have a good afternoon. See you soon. Bye-bye.